Welcome and welcome back, my dear Taropals, to another Pick a Card reading. Today we are looking at the rest of 2024. So whenever you come across this reading in the entire year of 2024, you will hopefully find a message that resonates in this reading. Thank you for all your lovely messages. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you to my wonderful clients who have booked readings with me. If you'd like a paid personal reading, in the description box below, you'll find my email address. You'll also find my Instagram account wherein I post separate content that does not show up here on YouTube. So if you'd like a reading, feel free to drop me an email. You'll find my services listed in the highlights section of the Taropal page of the Instagram account as well. It's a super exciting reading, so I don't want to drag the intro. We're going to jump right into it. You would have seen on the thumbnail 3 different images. Feel free to pick one or more than one image. It's a general reading, so you can of course feel drawn to more than one pile. As always, take the message that resonates and leave the rest. I have already prepared the oracle aspect of this reading, so I've drawn out the oracle cards we are going to be looking at today. I've also put crystals here, so those of you who like to pick through the method of crystals, I'm going to give you guys a quick close-up of each crystal here, okay? So for pile number 1, we have clear quartz. Yeah, for a second just blanked out. That's clear quartz crystal for pile number 1. Pile number 2 is a mystery stone, is what I'd like to say it. I'm pretty sure it's a rhodonochrosite, but I can't remember it when I was picking it, and I was very drawn to this one. So yeah, we'll just call it a mystery stone because I can't recall what it is. And we have aquamarine for pile number 3. If you need more time to make your pile selection, feel free to pause the video and I will see you in your respective readings. Welcome pile number 1. Those of you who picked the clear quartz crystal. The crystal in itself talks about a lot of clarity. This is called a master crystal of the crystal world because it does not need charging. It does not need much cleansing. It is an auto cleanser, an auto charger. If you have strong Mercury placement in your mercurial planets in your birth chart, which means Gemini or Virgo, this is a wonderful crystal to work with. If you're also going through a Mercury Mahadasha, this is a wonderful crystal to keep and work with as well. We're going to leave that crystal right here. And how we're going to do this reading is we have a Ma Kali oracle oracle card to get a guidance from the Divine Shakti as to what can we expect, what is unfolding for the rest of 2024 for you. We have some cards from the Animal Spirit deck, which we will again look at what is that combination telling us as guidance, as what can you expect. We have a rune and we have moonology, okay? So let's dive right into it. We have Eva's. This one keeps coming for a particular pile, okay? For a couple of readings that we've done in the year 2024, it's shown up a couple of times. So if you're that particular pile that gets this repeatedly, we'll talk about it, okay? Let's see what your moonology has. We have communication is key, okay? Gemini is now pretty strong in this reading. You may have people in your life who are coming up who have Gemini placements. You may have strong Gemini placements. Mercury, and wherever it is aspecting through your birth chart, okay, is a significant planet that's going to govern how the rest of 2024 runs for you. That I can already make out with that combination, okay? We have, wow, you can't make this up. That's the second zodiac sign ruled by Mercury. Mercury governs communication, trade, our ability to think, okay, our wisdom, our wits, and that's showing up very strongly for you guys. Let's make some space here, okay? And we have hold your vision with the fixed moon. I'm going to move this a little to the side because we have space here. And okay, we have, if you can hear my dog panting, she's not keeping well, so excuse her please. We have Kalika Tantrika. Wow, a powerful energy pile number 1. The lotus is also what I'm drawn to here. Let's see what unfolds for your animal spirit. We have stag, take the lead, number 58. We have ant spirit with number 1. Pieces of a puzzle, okay? And we have parrot spirit as your animal spirit deck. Wow, quite a lot of messages. Let's get started, okay? First off, let's start with the energy of Kali here. There's an integration, there's a conquering of duality, and if I'm using a lot of jargons, don't worry, I'll break it down for you, I'll simplify this. But if you are a Taropal, if you are interested in spirituality, a lot of these concepts are interesting to you. There's always consistent duality around us, right? And if you see her image, she's standing on her own self because she's integrating the shadow and the light. She's conquered the aspect of duality and is moving towards that oneness, that one true source. That's what this card stands for. This card also gives us a message that divine the divine feminine energy needs to be superior in your life right now. Now let me decode what does that mean. There is a certain amount of receiving and surrendering that the rest of 2024 will demand out of you. Okay, there is a need for you, and we even see this in this combination, which I'll get into. There's a need for you to not beat yourself down. Some of you perhaps have come into this reading and you've not met your New Year resolutions, okay? You're not being able to stick to that diet that you had promised. You're not being able to keep up with a certain routine that you had set for yourself, but you're kind of failing. There's a message here that you need to allow your divine feminine side to thrive, and that energy always thrives in chaos. It's great to have a sense of direction. It's great to have goals. It's great to try to meet a routine. But the moment you fill up every minute of your day with a task to do, there is no space left for creativity. There's a need and a message here of releasing and clearing out a little bit of your time in the day for literally to do nothing. Can you allow yourself to get bored? Can you just sit there and let your mind wander? If you're a creative person, if you are somebody who's in a profession of creativity, you'd understand what I'm talking about here and why that is important. If you fill up every second of your day and every week of your day has something to do, someone to meet, something to get done, you're not leaving yourself any space to receive, flow, connect, or just be. Whenever Kalika Tantrika shows up, she's the queen of Tantra, and she's coming to tell you that can you allow yourself to have a little bit of more ease, and she's going to guide you with divine messages, okay? The fact that you have Evas here talks about a transformation, a change which is coming in you, and for most of you this is going to be definitely a physical change. Some of you perhaps are going to go through a makeover. Some of you are literally just cutting off your hair, dyeing your hair. Hair in itself could be relevant, but overall, even if it's not a physical transformation, there is a change in the way you're approaching your communication, your relationships, your business, the way you write. I'm specifically seeing somebody changing their writing style. Maybe there's a certain way you've always written email. Maybe there's a certain way you've always written, if you're a student, your papers. You're changing how you write, how you communicate, how you text other people. The tonality of your messages is changing in the next 2 to 3 months whenever you watch this reading. I'm going to post this in end of July. So we have good 4 months of the year 2024 to go, okay? Lotus in itself could be significant here. I personally was drawn to more than one pile when I was making this reading. I strongly feel perhaps pile number 1. I've not done pile number 2's reading, but I already do sense that maybe you were drawn to 2 or 3, okay? If you were, then that lotus is just kind of a confirmation coming in for you. The animal spirit, let's talk about this. In the next months, the remaining months, you're going to get ample opportunities to lead. You're going to get ample opportunities to connect with a community, a team of people, like-minded individuals. You're going to get the stage to share ideas, to speak ideas into existence. With the ant spirit comes a need to collaborate. With the stag spirit, you get an opportunity to lead the set of people that you're collaborating with. So it could be like you're working on a project and of course you lead it. It could be that there are like-minded individuals who are, I'm literally seeing like somebody moving into your society, your community, who you start sharing a deeper bond with, which is highly likely for many of you. This could be in the professional space. With the parrot spirit, there's also a message of expression, and these two go beautifully together. Okay, if you're an artist, if you've not created something for a very long time, if you've not allowed your work to, and all of us have an artist in us, right? What I'm doing here is my way of creation, is my creativity out. It's me, my divine feminine side of receiving, of intuition, of flowing. And for somebody else, it could be painting. For somebody else, it's dancing. For somebody else, it's writing. Creativity exists in all of our life, and we're constantly creating in some form or other. It's not that only an artist, singer, dancer professionally is creative and the rest of us aren't, okay? There's a need for you to speak your mind and speak it clearly, okay? If you're holding back giving feedback to a partner, if you're holding back from telling your truth to someone, the parrot spirit with the Gemini spirit talks about go ahead and say what's in your mind, and you will be surprised how well you are received if you can say it without making it sound like you're being defensive, or you're being accusing, or you're being upset. Okay, self-expression and not quieting down your voice because you feel like you're not good enough, or you're being a burden, or nobody's going to listen to you, is a message here. Okay, if you want to get something and if you're questioning, am I really deserving of it? There's a confirmation here that you're asked to hold that vision that you have, and yes, you're good enough. Yes, you're going to get the right kind of people. It's going to demand a lot of hard work. If there's a particular goal you have that you want to achieve before the year 2025 sets in, yes, it's going to demand a lot of hard work. Perhaps the rest of the months are going to be extremely busy for you, pile number one, but you can take the lead. You can express yourself authentically. You can speak your mind, and in fact, your communication is going to be one of your strongest allies, your strongest tools, okay, in order for you to achieve whatever you've set your mind to. But remember, I'm going back to that first message here. There's this deep call for not becoming overly strict, stringent, and beating yourself down for not meeting a deadline, a target, a routine that you're falling off the wagon of. If somebody has always told you that you have to be a part of the 5 a.m. club, maybe that's not your routine, maybe that's not just who you are, and that doesn't make you any lesser than the 5 a.m. club. Okay, I'm just giving that example, but it can fit into any form, right? It could be like someone keeps telling you that you need to eat at a certain way, or you need to dress up a certain way, and you've tried it, you wanted to make space for it, but it's just not you, right? So self-expression and speaking your mind out loud is a very strong message for the rest of 2024 for you. If you are in any profession that is related to communication, if you are planning to sign up for something that leads you to taking the mic or speaking or sharing ideas, this is a wonderful spread that talks about success and prosperity there. Okay, I'm not seeing much of relationship or romantic relationships here, except the fact that of course communication will be key even from that aspect. And if you are in a relationship, collaboration, making the first move, being clear in what you want, speaking your heart and being authentic, again, stays the same message for the rest of the year 2024. Okay, if you've reached so far and I've given you some guidance and you've kind of connected like, yeah, I needed to hear that, and yes, I'm planning to write a book, or yes, my communication style is what I'm focusing on, or any of the messages that gave you a resonance, I hope that's good enough to hit the thumbs up button while I'm going to clear this out, and I'm going to bring in the tarot cards, my favorite part of every reading. And I want you guys to leave me a little ant in the emoji section. That's how everybody gets to know that you're a part of pile number one. Everybody who's with you in this journey feels connected, because that's the point of building a YouTube community and sharing free readings here, because there is resonance, there is a journey that each of us are going through together. Okay, from a timelines perspective, the full moon in Virgo happens in just give me a second. So this is going to be May of next year, which means whatever we are communicating now has an impact of what you're drawing in or what you're attracting by May 2025. The full moon in Virgo will happen in February 2025. So again, a lot of the next 2-3 months is spilling over to the next year, and I really want you guys to take this message. Take the lead, okay? Don't shy away from asking for what you want. That's definitely showing up. I hope you've left me an ant emoji. Let me quickly clear this out and sit back while we move into the second part of your reading, which is going to be even more elaborate. We're going to jump into tarot cards and see what the rest of 2024 has in store for pile number 1. We did see the sun card here. We're going to take, let's do this. We have 4 months left. So I'm going to break this down into 4 months: August, September, October, November. Sorry, August, September, October, November, December. 5 months. We have 5 months left. We're going to break this down into your relationships. We're going to take a major arcana for that. We're then going to look at your career, money, finances, or maybe we'll just put career as your professional aspect as one card and finances with it, and then the third one being your health, your spiritual aspect. Okay, so let's get started. Pile number 1 always sets the tone for the rest of the readings, so I'm always deciding that once I start the reading as to how I'm going to go with it, because it's only when I'm shuffling sometimes that just comes in from spirit. Okay, so we'll take the first card for your career, money, finances, rest of 2024 for pile number 1, career, money, finances. What is the major arcana that spirit would want to give us? Okay, we have the sun card. We've seen that twice. We'll take it. Who doesn't want to see a sun card for any aspect of the reading? Okay, Leo month and the 8-8 portal could be significant here when it comes to attracting abundance. A sun is also very strongly related to health. So if you're in any profession which is linked to helping others heal their physical body, like a gym trainer, a yoga trainer, a holistic healer, a Reiki healer, any kind of that kind of a profession which is also linked to physical health of other people, you will have prosperity and abundance showing. Okay, let's see, for your relationships, for your romantic life, the rest of 2024, pile number 1. Thank you, spirit. I feel like I want to take this. We have the Empress. Wow. Okay, we have Leo and Libra season coming up. Both of them are upcoming, so those could be some significant timelines for you. And last but not the least, your health and spiritual aspect, the rest of 2024. Okay, we have the moon. Now I'm going to get into our, let me just pull all the cards so that I can start giving you the messages in accordance. I want to make space, so let's see. Okay, pile number 1, rest of 2024, what's in store for them? Okay, this wants to come out. 3 of Pentacles. Collaboration is very, very strong for you guys, pile number 1. Okay, teamwork, team spirit, coming in contact with people or a network of people who have complementary skill sets with you is again and again showing up. 3 of Pentacles is very linked to that ant spirit that we saw. So yeah, collaborating, teamwork. Let's see, rest of 2024 guidance and what can they expect. Pile number 1, Mighty Spirit. Okay, we have, I think I want to take this reversed, 2 of Wands. We have Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, we have King of Wands reversed, sorry, Knight of Wands reversed, High Priestess reversed, Ace of Cups reversed. Okay, a lot of positive cards in reversals. Don't get scared. That is not a negative reading. That just basically means that we have something to unpack here, something to understand from a deeper lens. Okay, let's get started. See, first of all, I definitely want to talk about the fact that there is a deep knowing, deep creativity, deep intuition, which really can unfold for you in this year, pile number 1. You just have to get You have to allow it to come out. Ace of Cups is creativity, self-love, starting something new with love. Okay, a High Priestess is intuition, and that's very linked to the moon. So you do have two cards here which talk about creation, okay, which is the heart chakra and the crown chakra coming together and talking about creation. Okay, this has the Eva's rune here, which we also saw. So there's a transformation, there's a creation that is at play for you. We have two twos here. Okay, let's break this down into first your career, money, finances. Clearly, help, collaboration is on the ways. The Sun card in itself is loud and clear, always talking about success, abundance, prosperity, willpower, your ability to assert your willpower to move towards what do you want when it comes to your financial aspects or your career growth. Your visions that you had made, we had hold your vision, remember? Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands is the Alexander's card. That's what I call it. Okay, I just named it the Alexander's card. He had that vision to conquer the world, to travel the world. And the Two of Wands always talks about somebody who has drawn in a very deep detail. How do they want to proceed? But they're just sitting there waiting for their plans to set into motion. Okay, and with this card reversed, there's this message here of don't procrastinate. Okay, the only thing you're being asked not to do is hold back and procrastinate and overthink. It's time for you to go out there, collaborate with other people, share your vision with other people, tell them why you want to do what you want to do, and you will be supported. You will be immensely supported, pile number ones, for the rest of 2021. The luck is on your side. Even if you can't see it right now, the dice is being rolled, the luck is on your side. Even if something has not gone your way in the first half of the year, the Wheel of Fortune can sometimes talk a year cycle, okay? Something that didn't go your way can now become a blessing, a boon, okay? Don't ignore your intuition when it comes to anything, your health, your relationships, your career moves. You have a very deep knowing, a very deep connection to the divine, okay? Listen to it. Be mindful. This is a card of caution. Be mindful of impulsiveness, which doesn't come from creation, okay? There are two kinds of impulses we have. One is that intuitive, feel good, I knew that I was just called to it, so I did it, kind of a impulse. And then there is something that we promise ourselves that we're going to do something away, or we're not going to do something away, but we overindulge. Okay, the Knight of Wands sometimes has issues with boundaries. It doesn't understand, and in the reverse especially, it doesn't understand where to draw the line, where it's going to get burnt out. Going back to that message of Kali, sometimes it can literally mean that you're overindulging in too many adventures that kind of drain you out. Bringing me back to your health next, okay? The Moon card literally is our psyche, okay? Our mind, our fears, our anxiety, what's going on in our minds, okay? Too much of anything is a problem. That's what your message is, pile number one. So rest is supremely critical, okay? Scorpio and the Scorpio season, I think I covered the Libra season and the Leo season, are significant for you guys. You're going to be able to make significant progress. I know I've said that word significant too many times, right? You're going to be able to make quite a lot of progress during these seasons and these months, okay? If you are having a certain dream, if there's some or you're having a certain idea that keeps coming back to you in your mind again and again, it's a nudge to create something. It's a nudge to move towards that direction, especially if you're an artist. Don't ignore that nudge. Follow that little whisper. Okay, I don't know, I'll give you an example. While I was saying that, I just randomly thought of, I've been thinking about attending a clay workshop, like a clay making workshop or a pottery workshop. And it's just a thought that I'm not even good with it, okay? I don't think I'm that creative from that lens. I shouldn't say it like that. I mean, it's never been something that's drawn my attention, but for the past couple of weeks, for example, I'm thinking about it, okay? It just keeps coming back in my mind. So if you have something like that, like as a random idea, a random inspiration, follow through. Like it's going to lead you somewhere. That's the message here, okay? For my example, it could be like go attend a pottery workshop. It's going to give me some idea. Something's going to start flowing within me. It's something similar for you, okay? So if you have an idea, a whisper of a thought, follow through, okay? Relationships, wow, we have the Empress card showing up. Clearly, you're glowing, okay? You're very attractive, whether you're single or you're with someone. Your partner finds you extremely attractive. Some of you, of course, could be going through that transformation that we already talked about, maybe a physical transformation. Her hair is something, again, that's drawing my energy. So something about your hair could be, I don't know, going through a glow up. If you are somebody who's wanting to be pregnant, the moon to the Empress is a wonderful combination or an affirmation of it. You may want to check and sync your menstrual cycle with the moon phases and see how, if you want to, of course, have a baby. If you don't want to, that's a warning sign. Be mindful, have safe sex. Yeah, so Empress also talks about creation, okay? What new can you birth into this relationship? If you've lost the spark, it begins with you. You need to love yourself deeply. The Ace of Cups is always the beginning, the first seed of love. And it always starts with ourselves. Our hearts need to be full in order for us to love other people, right? So in the next 2-3 months, you may actually be, even this could be your partner. They come up to you with ideas to create something together, to do something different together, to collaborate on a project and build something, okay? If it is not a literal human being like a baby, it could be like a creative project. It could be like you, anything that makes both of your creative juices flow, okay? Those ideas flow, okay? What to be mindful of is don't allow anxiety, intrusive thoughts, doubt to spoil, whatever you've envisioned it to be, okay? There could be certain obstacles that come up, but if you don't make it a big deal and you don't make it like a showdown fight, you'd be able to navigate through this, right? So when the moon shows up in the health aspect, there is a hidden health concern that may arise, okay, or may come to the surface for the rest of 2024, and of course you've been asked to deal with it. Maybe you've been ignoring a backache and it just gets worse, or maybe you've been not visiting the dentist and you had to go visit a dentist. So if you're listening to this reading, the whole point of tarot readings is to give you guidance, right? So don't ignore that nag, don't ignore that pain, because it's going to resurface, okay? And similarly, moon is a lot to do with our mental health, okay? So if you're ignoring your intuition, if you're not making space for your creativity, if you've pushed yourself down, there's a lot of feminine energy here, pile number 1, okay? So again, going back to that first message of Kali, you need to allow yourself enough space to flow. Beauty rituals, even if you're a man, okay, taking care of your body, of your physical vessel, you're feeling good in what you're wearing, giving yourself time to rest and rejuvenate is what is going to help you in the next 2-3 months left, 4 months, 5 months left for the year 2024. Okay, I don't know why I keep wanting to say 2025. It's only the end of July. For me, it feels like the year's over. Okay, let's see if I'm missing anything else for you guys. If you get a rejection of some sort on a creative project, okay, let's say you submitted something and it didn't go through, or you didn't win the prize. I'm literally hearing the word you didn't win the prize. Someone may actually notice the work still and offer you something in, like I'm seeing like as if somebody went for submission of a competition, or somebody applied for something and they didn't really get that job, but somebody in that process notices your work and offers you something else. That's very likely for you, okay? I'm really seeing the color red and red hair. So some of you may meet somebody who has red hair, and that's significant. Some of you may be getting into jewelry business. If you've been thinking about buying a particular piece of jewelry, you may actually manifest that in the next 5 months that is left. I think we've covered a lot for 2024. Some of you be mindful of your ankle, okay? And I definitely do notice this yoga pose. Do you see both of them are standing in their one foot? Okay, I'm forgetting what it's called in... Oh, there was an interruption. Okay, so we have both of them standing on that one foot. It's called, if I can just get that name, I'm blanking out. It's called a tree pose, but it has a name, okay? This is balance, okay? You may want to practice this to increase your focus, to bring balance. That's literally a yoga pose that helps concentration, balance come into play. And that's shown up for you for 2 cards. That's never coincidental. That is a particular yoga pose that has shown up, so I wanted to highlight that for you. You may want to practice that. That may actually help you with your health and your mental stability. Bringing different ideas together is a message here with the moon, and that yoga pose can actually help you do it, okay? A lot of collaboration, a lot of love, a lot of self-love for the next 5 months is what I see. I hope I gave you insights into what the rest of 2024 holds. If this helped you, please don't forget to share it with a friend who may also like that reading. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It goes a long way for me. And if you've reached all the way till this end of this reading, leave me a sun emoji, okay? Because that's definitely the highlight of your reading, pile number 1. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in your next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Welcome, pile number 2s, the mystery crystal pile. We're going to do this in first the oracle cards, and then we'll look at tarot cards for the rest of 2024. What can you expect? What's your guidance? What's unfolding for you? We have 1 Kali oracle deck. We have animal spirit. Oh, yeah, you were the pile that got 1 extra card. And we have the Arjun and Moonology. So let's get started. We have wounds. Wow, pile number 2s. That is literally celebration. That's the word for it, okay? You're celebrating, okay? And we'll see what are you celebrating. But there's lots and lots of reasons to celebrate is what that rune talks about, okay? We have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius, which typically happens around the month of November. So that's a significant timeline there. New moon in Pisces happens in the month of February. We have meditate and contemplate. And we have what do you need to release for the waning moon. Okay. Let's see your Kali. Wow. Okay. If you coming from pile number 1 and you've picked pile number 2 as well, then wow, can you see the synchronicity with the lotus? And if you were drawn to pile number 1 but you selected pile number 2, this is your confirmation that yes, you have a message in pile number 1 as well, okay? So karma of Kali, that's a beautiful message of Ma Kali. We'll talk about it. We have the dolphin spirit. Who doesn't like it? The color purple is significant for you guys. You may want to wear it, you may want to surround yourself with it. The purple is also linked with the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. So your intuition, your connection to the source, your spirituality is coming up here very strongly. We have rhino. Yeah, the third eye is significant. Okay, that's the spiral. Some deeper knowledge, some deeper knowing, something that you weren't seeing is going to come to light. We have number 50 and number 20, rhino spirit. We have badger, which is number 4. Yellows and purples. Okay. We have pig with pig spirit with use your mind wisely, and number 47. Okay. For you guys, I want to start with again the oracle card of Kali. Kama literally means pleasure of Kali. Pile number 2s, why are we so serious in life? What is making us so scared? What are you so scared of? If I ask you right now, and if you'd like to share, what's your biggest fear? What is it that is keeping you anxious, scared? Okay, you need to loosen up, or you will get enough opportunities to loosen up, is how I should say it, for the rest of 2024. Karma of Kali is literally not denying ourselves pleasures. Okay, we've come into this 3D world to, of course, experience from our all five senses. So it's great to have self-restraint. Yes, you shouldn't ever harm anybody. Yes, your pleasures should not be the driving force of your decision, but do not deny yourself, do not shame yourself, do not deprive yourself of the sensory pleasures. This could be all the way from buying your favorite perfume to going out on a date, to treating yourself with kindness, to letting yourself have that one chocolate a week if you are on a strict diet. Whatever is pleasure, soaking yourself in the bubble bath and knowing that yes, our goals, our ambitions, our money, our relationships, all of that are important, but the most important thing is to be happy, is to enjoy the moment, is to, are you really enjoying the journey? Are you really making space for things that give you pleasure? If there's a particular practice, if there was a particular hobby that got you a lot of pleasure, return to it. Okay? And Karma of Kali literally is telling you it's an audacious okay, I'm letting that sentence come in. 1 second. A couple of interruptions today in the reading, sorry. Okay, it is a audacious atrocity against your own self, against your spirit, to not allow yourself to feel joy, to guilt trip yourself. I'm literally hearing like you guys are guilty for things that make you happy, and if that's the case, this is a message that comes in and says 2024, the rest of the months, please allow yourself those indulgences. Okay, whatever is pleasure for you, make space for it. You're allowed to enjoy every small and big things that are happening good for you. You do have a lot of reasons to celebrate, which again tells me you will draw in a lot of pleasure, a lot of joyful moments, a lot of happy, playful moments. Okay, which brings me to the playful spirit. Before that, let's talk about the rhino and the badger. There is immense prosperity and abundance that comes in with the pig. Okay, the pig in the Chinese astrology, it literally talks about bringing in a prosperity and abundance and money, and being connected to that flow of never-ending abundance. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get into. The month of November is clearly significant because this adds up to 11. We have new moon in Sagittarius that happens in the month of November. That's a repeat message coming in for you guys. So could be September, by the way. Yeah, those 2 months in the next for the rest of 2024. You are very much connected to a prosperity or an abundance. Some of you could be getting a raise. This could be like literally earning some sort of a bonus, some sort of a financial windfall coming your way. But there is a one last obstacle. There's one last loop to cross. And the rhino spirit to the badger says, be fearless around this. Okay, you will not get defeated if you don't allow your fear, okay, to overpower you. This could be anything. This could be like you in a relationship wherein you've manifested a certain kind of an outcome. If you don't allow your fears to become heavy, and if you don't allow that one last obstacle to become like a bigger deal than it has to be, you will strive through. Okay, resilience is a very strong message here. To be resilient towards what you have asked from the universe for. Okay, and be playful around it. Resilience doesn't have to mean like you're going to war. Okay, you can be joyful around it, you can be playful around it. The dolphin spirit is a very intelligent animal, and yet it doesn't make things heavy. It doesn't over intellectualize life. It's literally going with the flow and having fun. This also talks about you're attracting a very strong community, pile number 2. Okay, a group of friends, people who you really feel light with. Okay, some of you may be traveling to a place which has water, dolphin. The third eye, again, like I said, is extremely activated. So you may want to do a candle meditation or there are n number of meditations which you can Google, and you can go to YouTube and you'll find around the third eye chakra. I strongly feel you will intuitively get some sort of a guidance when in that meditative contemplative zone, which is why this card has shown up for you. There's a yin and yang at play for you. Okay, let those fearful thoughts be released. Enjoy every minute. consciously try to create and bring in more pleasure, whether it's from as basic as buying a satin bed sheet, to treating yourself with something sweet, to whatever is pleasure for you. The more you can create it in the next 5 months, the more you will attract it. As simple as that. And if you come across an obstacle towards something that you've been working towards, be playful around it and persevere and reach out to the community of people that you trust, and they will help you. The luck will play in your favor. This is a wonderful, positive, I mean, I can't make negative out of this deck, okay? And if you are a Taropal, and you know, I wouldn't shy away from telling you a not so fun message. But honestly, this is just celebration, pleasure, luck, playfulness, prosperity. That's the nest of 2024. The only thing that can derail this is fears, okay? Or you living in the past, or you allowing something of the past to hold you back. There's one specific message that came in really loud. Don't let your ex return. Whoever I'm saying that for, okay? If there's somebody you've left in the past, in the first half of the year, a romantic relationship, please let it go. That person may want to come back and have a story to sell. Persevere, okay? That's that final test from the universe. Have you learned your lesson? Can you playfully say no and move on? Okay, a specific message, but that came in. I'm going to clear this out, and we're going to move towards the second part of the reading, which is all about more details, your tarot aspect of it. I really feel that you guys would be very, very drawn to the color purple. So if you've reached all the way till this part of the reading, leave me purple emoji. Just type color purple in your phone and you'd get a purple emoji, or a dolphin, okay? Whichever one you're more attracted to. I feel very energetic while I'm doing this reading. I'm a clairsentient, so I notice how my body feels. I suddenly feel very happy, chirpy. Some of you may even meet somebody of that kind of a personality. Some of you may come across a Sagittarius or a Piscean who has that dreamy, fun, mystical vibe, okay? And you'd really enjoy that company, okay? I'm seeing you having good times with your friends, your loved ones, celebrating something. A lot of festivals typically come up in the last part of the year, and I do see you having joyful moments with your loved ones, okay? So let's clear this out, get into the tarot aspect of it. Don't forget to hit that like button if I've given you some sort of a clarity, or anything I said so far stuck home. That's a little bit of a energy exchange that goes a long way for me. I hope you've left a purple emoji or a dolphin in the comment section below that tells other people that they are not alone in their fears or their rigidity. It's funny, right? How we can make ourselves feel, and I think religion and moral policing has a lot to do with the aspect that we tend to get scared when we are happy. We tend to punish ourselves for our pleasures. So yeah, that's just Kali's energy coming in and saying, like, have fun, please go have fun, okay? Okay, so we're going to take 3 cards, 3 major arcanas, to look at 3 different aspects first, which is your career, money, finances, your romantic relationships, your love life, and your health and spirituality, okay? So for pile number 2, rest of 2024 for their career, money, finances, what's coming up? Let's take this. We have judgment. Okay, something is resurfacing. You're getting a second chance at something. Some of you may be rejected at a job opportunity. Some of you may not have got a promotion. Some of you almost had a business deal that didn't get through, but now will get through, okay? That's a very strong message that comes in. Some of you are being asked to also, again, meditation is very strong here, pile number 2s. So if you're not somebody who's yet had a strong meditation ritual, or you're not consistent with it, getting into it will really help you calm down, release your fears, and get more focused, okay? For your relationships, your love life, Virgo, and the month of September is relevant for your career, money, finances, okay? For your relationships, rest of 2024, what can we expect? Okay, the same card in the same place showed up for pile number 1s. So if you were considering watching that, that's like a double confirmation. We have major arcanas, and we've pulled the same card in the same place. That's, I mean, there's no coincidence in a tarot reading. So yeah, Empress. We're clearly birthing something as a collective. We're glowing up together. We're feeling up. We're attracting better partners. Wow. Okay, so October is relevant because this rules to, okay, your third card's out. Chariot. Wow. This pile really has great cards coming in. Okay. We have to move to this card. We'll elaborate in even more detail what's coming in for the rest of 2024 for pile number 2s. Traveling, buying a car is also likely. Be mindful though of how are you driving, because that's shown up in your health aspect. So yeah, that could be something to be careful about. Just a clear warning. Rest of 2024 for pile number 2. What can we expect? What's the guidance? Thank you, Spirit. Rest of 2024. Okay. We have Knight. Okay, this is speed. There's clearly a lot of speed. Chariot to the Knight of Swords. We have, you don't make this up, double Empress, guys. Wow. That literally gave me goosebumps. Some of you are going to be, if you are at that phase of life and you want to be pregnant, this is like a double confirmation. If this could be, of course, a creative project that we are birthing. Empress always talks about the diva energy, and that diva energy is screaming for pile number 2s. Okay, we have High Priestess. Wow, we have a lot of repeat cards between you and pile 1, by the way. And I'm shuffling tarot on camera, so yeah. October and Libra and Scorpio and November is significant. October, November is very significant for you. Okay. Someone's running towards you. I don't know what that means. Okay. This could be like someone's planning, someone you're planning to meet. We have a very positive card, 10 of Pentacles as well, which is in reverse has, I mean, it's still a positive card in reverse, but we'll talk about it. I'm getting excited for you guys for some reason. Okay, let's get 2 more cards here. Okay, we have 5 of Wands and 1 card that flew off. I'll get that 1 second. Okay, pile number 2s. Who's glad that they've picked this? 10 of Cups, come on. Happiness, contentment, joy. Okay, joy at its peak is what I see for you guys. Okay. Yet there is competition, there is jealousy, there is judgment. Are you self-judging? Again, going back to that message of pleasure. Okay. Are you judging yourself, or is somebody judging you too harsh and you are taking that judgment to heart? Okay. That is what your only message here is. Avoid gossip, avoid petty arguments, avoid people who you know whose opinion wouldn't matter in 5 years from now. A message or a mantra for you for the next 5 months is, if it wouldn't matter in the next 5 years, please don't give it your energy. Okay, please don't give it your energy, because yes, I do see some negative energies around you who are jealous of you, who are judging you, who don't want this glow up to happen for you. Ignore, avoid, literally just ignore. That's the only thing I'm going to give. Don't give them attention. Don't give them the satisfaction that they could get under your nerves, and you're good. Okay, so let's first talk about career, money, finances. The Judgment to the High Priestess, the Empress, the 10 of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Swords. You're catching up speed. Okay, the next 5 months are busy, pile number 2s. Okay, no matter what profession you're in, a lot of people would want to talk to you. Okay, a lot of communication is going to happen, a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls, a lot of traveling. Chariot is here in the health aspect, but it will show up there. And you're feeling joyful. Your work is bringing you pleasure. Wow. Okay, that's a beautiful connection that just came in. We had that karma of Kali, right? If you're not in a profession that makes you happy, this is a wonderful opportunity to switch. Okay, so if you don't like your job, if you don't like what you're doing, switch. But if you love what you do, the next 5 months are going to be phenomenal for you, pile number 5, because you're going to get, sorry, pile number 5, I said, pile number 2. You're going to get more opportunities to do what you love, and it's going to make you glow, and other people are going to notice that you're truly enjoying what you're doing. Doors are going to open for you. Okay, and yeah, so a resurrection is again, same with the Judgment card. Spirituality and spiritual aspects. Just one clear message or very specific message came in. Be mindful that you don't hurt someone's religious sentiments at a workplace. Okay, you don't say something intentionally or unintentionally that somebody feels is a attack to their religion or their faith. Just something to be mindful of. Be mindful that you're not being overly harsh if you're a manager or a leader towards your people. Okay, that's another cautionary message. But yeah, a second chance. The D-Day, the Judgment Day, and on the Judgment Day, darling, oh, you're glowing. Okay, that's to Empress. You can't make less of it. Okay, relationships. If you have children, okay, look at the amount of children in this spread. We have kids all over. Okay, so if you don't have children, this is a call for your inner child to come out and play. We had that dolphin card show up for you, right? That childish, inspired, awestruck energy is what I'm feeling for you guys. Okay, Ten of Pentacles does talk about legacy. So you may be creating or birthing something that not only you but generations to come after will thank you for, will enjoy the benefit of. Okay, the next 5 months is also a wonderful time for family time, with your parents, with your loved ones, with whoever you call as family. Family sometimes is not our blood relation, it could also be your community that we talked about. But beautiful time ahead when it comes to feeling connected, feeling stable, feeling joyful. You don't need to have a lot of money, you don't need to look your best to feel content. What I'm seeing here for you is that the next 5 months, you're going to feel like, you know what, Dwitiya, I of course want more, but I'm very happy with where I am. I'm very content with what I've received. You're going to feel like, yes, for some of you, a particular childhood dream that you've always dreamt of, maybe a house, maybe a particular kind of a relationship, maybe becoming a parent, something that you've always wanted to receive or achieve or have, is happening for you in the next 5 months. And I'm not exaggerating. 2 tens is not a joke in a 78 cards deck. Okay, that's a 10 of Pentacles to the 10 of Cups. You can't make that thing up. Mindful of evil eye though, darlings. We do have that 5 of Wands. Please don't overshare. Okay, don't tell people something's happening before it's actually happened. Keep things to yourself as much as you can until something gets done. The Knight of Swords sometimes can overshare. Okay, so mindful of oversharing or telling things to people before it has actually manifested. Some of you are literally traveling the world. The Empress is carrying the world here in her womb. So you're birthing a new world. You're entering a new era of your life. Some of you are literally going through that physical transformation that I'm talking about. A glow up, losing weight, gaining weight, changing in your makeover, your style, a little more focus on your beauty rituals. All of that is seen here. Okay, High Priestess literally talks about intuition, spirituality, wisdom coming from the other side. That realm is okay. Halloween is important for you. That's another specific message. Something will happen around Halloween when the veil is thin, and you'll get a energetic download. There's a reading I've done around Akashic records in my Timeless Readings playlist. You guys may want to watch that because that just came in as a very strong message. Something around Halloween is important. Okay, you may want to plan a specific ritual around that time. You may want to set up an altar for your ancestors, which is a wonderful thing to do around the Halloween time. So make a note of it, and yeah, that's very specifically coming in for you guys, especially for your female ancestors, for your grandmothers, your great grandmothers, your aunts. You need to make a space and do a ritual for them. Okay, let's see what else is coming in. Let's go to your health. Of course, we see a glow up. Of course, we see focus on your physical aspect. The 5 of Wands here does talk about, though, that you're getting drained from either evil eye or gossip, or, you know, those things that when we look back a week from an argument, we go like, really? Did I really have to spend so much time having that conversation or giving so much energy to it? That's that message here. Okay, you're moving on. If you have a chronic ailment though, you're moving ahead, you're moving on. Okay, Chariot is movement, is fast-paced movement. Knight of Pentacles to the Chariot is literally moving fast out of it. If you're especially dealing with some sort of a mental health issue, you may actually get a therapist who's actually going to help you navigate through it. Like maybe you'll make 5 years of healing progress in like 5 months. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Running could be a particular physical activity that really helps you get your mind body in sync, like going for a run. Okay. Or climbing or rock climbing. Those kind of activities can really help you get your chi to flow. Okay. Driving could be one of the most therapeutic experience. Be mindful though of the speed, etc. But I do see that you getting a certain therapeutic experience from the way you drive. Okay. Some of you will inherit something from, or you already have, that's how I should say it, you already have inherited a skill set, a talent from a female ancestor, and it will come to surface for you in the next 5 months. Okay, you will come to know, or you start using it more in the next 5 months of, or whenever you're watching this for the year 2024. Okay, let's see if I've missed anything yet. Elbows and ankles, just be mindful of injuries there. Okay, elbows and ankles, that's coming in. If you have been planning to put up a swing in your house, that's some sort of a good vastu or good chi that can come in. If you've been thinking about like a swing at your patio or a swing somewhere, you may want to invest in that, and you'd feel that thing flowing. The element of air and water is strong here. Okay, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra is very significant for you guys. Beautiful energy, wonderful reading. I want you guys to leave me an emoji which means fun to you, whatever is fun to you. Okay, how do you express joy? Okay, and if you can't decide which one that would be, leave me a mirror. Okay, because dude, you're going to love yourself when you see yourself in the mirror by the time it's 2025. Leaving me a mirror tells everybody else that they are in the same journey with you, helps me with engagement on my content as well. If I've helped you, motivated you, given you clarity around what and how to navigate through the next 5 months, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And if you've not yet hit subscribe, we clearly vibe. Okay, we clearly vibe. You've spent, I don't know, 30 minutes, 25 minutes with me. And I hope you come back and do watch the Akashic Record reading, pile number 2. There's clearly a message for you there. And if you were drawn to pile number 1, can't emphasize enough, you guys have too many synchronicity cards there, which is clearly showing up. Loved doing this. Wishing you a wonderful rest of the year. And I will see you in your next reading. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome. Last but not the least, my Aquamarine pile. If you have strong Aquarius placements, this is a wonderful crystal to work with, by the way. It's a wonderful crystal for throat chakra activation or balancing of the throat chakra, which means if you struggle with expressing yourself, anger management issues, speaking your mind in the way you wanted to say something or communicating clearly, this is a wonderful crystal to work with. Okay, it's also a very soothing, calming crystal. So if you typically go through, and the rest of 2024 of course involves winter, at least in the northern hemisphere, and if you do have those throat issues, sinus issues, this is a wonderful crystal to work with. Okay, how we're going to do this is we have a Kali oracle, which is the divine mother coming in to give you a clear message. Of course, we have animal spirit. What can we expect in the next 5 months to unfold? A rune and moonology. We'll of course get into tarot and deep dive as the second part of your reading. Let's get started. Wow, we have algaes. The energy of pile 3 is so different from pile 1 and 2. Okay, suddenly the mood of the room has completely changed for me. Okay, we have algaes. We have Bhairavi Yogini. Wow, okay. I told pile 1 and 2 to loosen up in some way or the other, or very different message. I need to tell you guys to get vigilant, get serious. That's coming in a very different energy here. Okay. We have Buffalo Spirit, number 10. The abundant universe will provide. We have Koala Spirit. Feathers could be relevant for you. Okay. Coyote, trust in divine detours. Okay, let's put these here. Full moon, Full moon eclipse, wow. I think the next eclipse is somewhere around January end. You'll have to look that up, but conclusions are within reach. OMG, the energy pile number 3. Full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. That is October. That's when a full moon in Aries happens. And new moon in Aquarius, which happens somewhere around end of January, early February, bring love into the situation. Okay. We'll start with your rune first, okay? The word that channels in with this message is danger and vigilance. Hear me out. You don't have to panic away. The point of a reading is to get guidance. There is clearly something around you or something that will unfold which is not safe, or you're currently, when you're watching this reading, you're not feeling very safe in your environment or your ideas or your physical body. You sense a particular danger, and I want you to not shun away that feeling that you have. Okay, if you're feeling like I'm not safe, or if you're feeling like somebody doesn't have good intent towards me, or if you're feeling like I need to be mindful of something around, I need to keep an eye on my bank balance, I need to be vigilant around something, yes, you need to be. That's an affirmation. We tend to want to just hear good things from our intuition, but that's not the point of it, right? It will tell us when we are in danger, when we are physically not safe. Okay, so someone around you or some situation around you which isn't healthy for you will end in the next 5 months. Okay, it will come to a closure, it will be the end, and it may feel like as if you wasted. So let's say a project, or let's say a travel plan, or let's say a friendship, a relationship is going to end, and you may feel like, wow, I just wasted X number of years or N number of months working on this, working towards this. But you need to trust in the detour. You didn't waste any minute. That experience that you had, that sensory experience that you received when you felt danger or lack of safety, or and I think for some of you it may have already happened. Like you may have already cut away some people from your life when you come into this reading, because they didn't make you feel safe. They didn't make you feel protected. They've made you feel like they're constantly judging you or keeping an eye on your action, or you need to consistently answer to them, and you felt trapped. Okay, for many of you this could even mean that you felt a lack of money or a sense of dependence on that particular person, and you're cutting away from it, or you've already cut away from it. And there's this climax, there's this wrap up, there is this end to this saga, this toxicity, or this situation that you've had difficulties around, which would be done by the time it's October. Okay, Mehrauli-Gurgaon, coming to this card, talks about our root chakra, and she is that energy who does not have space for self-doubt. She actually tells you that what makes you feel, what makes you believe that you're not an extension of her, you're not an extension of Kali, and you have anything less when it comes to your own power. Okay, if there's a financial aspect that you're struggling with, okay, if you really believe that you can navigate through this, if you really trust in divine timing, if you really know that there is no lack in the world, okay, some of you may be dealing with money blockages psychologically, which means that you have negative relationship with the energy of money. You feel that rich people are mean, you feel that too much money will make you corrupt, or powerful people will always do bad things. Those kind of notions, and they have been existing in us, in our DNA for generations. These are ancestral things that many of us don't even know that we are conditioned to believe. Okay, and till the time you keep believing that power is always corrupt, till the time you keep believing that rich people are always bad people or mean people, or the only way you can earn money is to cut corners or do something bad, you're going to constantly face resistance around money. Okay, and that is what you're working with in the next 5 months. Something will not go the way you want it. I don't like to sugarcoat it, but I'm assuring you that the way it will show up, the way it will end, the way it will be, is going to be in your favor. Okay, it's going to work out beautifully in your favor. There is a deep, loving female in your life, pile number 3s. Okay, perhaps with strong Aquarius placements, because I do see that Aquarius energy here. She is and I really feel a woman, so I'm not going to say like it's an energy. I really feel it's a woman. There's a woman in your life, maybe with strong Aquarius placements, or somebody who has that Aquarius energy. You know, she's eccentric, she's authentic, she's a trendsetter. She doesn't do things what other people have done, and she's going to fiercely protect you through this. It's almost like her energy is helping you navigate through this danger, through this lack of safety, through this fearful situation. Okay, even if that person is not an actual Aquarius, if I'm talking about this person and somebody comes into your mind who is a trendsetter, who does things her way, who's unconventional, who you get the point, right? Who's themselves, who's very authentic with who they are. That person is your savior in this next 5 months. That's what I want to say here. Financial issues will get resolved, but it'll take time. Okay, especially you'll have to wait till the next eclipse for things to get better, which means this is not a wonderful 5 months to go overspending or not keeping an eye on your budget. Remember, the message was vigilance, which means being mindful around your health, going for health checkups on time, which means keeping an eye out for fraud or fraudulent people, which means I'm not asking you to become paranoid. I'm asking you to do the due diligence that everybody should be doing all the time. If it's come up as a message for you for the rest of 2024, clearly Spirit wants us to talk about this and help you navigate through this, okay? Rest is equally important. Vigilance doesn't mean that you're a whole night in anxiety, and rest is the best way to be vigilant around your health. Okay, nutrition is the best way to be vigilant around your health. Taking care of your vessel is the best way to be vigilant, right? If you know that there's an important meeting, if there's an important event, if there's an important thing coming up, the vigilance that you actually need is to take care of your diet, is to sleep on time, is to double check that you have saved your folders in the correct place, that your passwords are protected. You know what I mean, right? Diligence, doing due diligence and not being careless is a very strong message for you, pile number 3s. Okay, if you have a person in your life who consistently makes you feel emotionally weak, in the sense like they make you feel like you're just not good enough for their emotional needs, confront it. Like, talk about it, like say it, that it doesn't make me feel good, that you're making me feel like I have to be responsible for your happiness. Okay, you can't be responsible for someone's happiness, and you will put an end to it. There's clearly, okay, that's what I'm trying to say. There's something toxic in your life that has run for a little too long, pile number 3s, and October at the max, if it's already not ended, is going to be the end of it. Okay, like you're going to get out of it, like pack your bags and out of it. Okay, and that fiery climax is something's building up. You've sensed it, you know it, you've perhaps had a couple of conversations around it, but October is when you're done and you're out. Okay, and you'd feel really easy by the time it's February. You'd feel really better by the time it's February. Okay, if someone offers you a helping hand, and it makes you feel slightly uncomfortable, like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for it yet, or oh, I don't know, say yes. Say yes to those out of the blue offers that sometimes come your way. This could be even a job opportunity for some of you, but again, remember the message is vigilance, which means read the contract, check the Glassdoor review. Don't just jump into something out of, not doing your due diligence, because there is something that the universe will bring you as a gift. Once this toxic situation is done with, you're getting something as a gift. Okay, and I'm repeatedly seeing October to be very significant, so I hope you guys save this video and you watch it again in the month of November, and you come back and tell me what happened for you, because I do see some significant impact, or Spirit will unfold it for you. It's literally like Spirit doesn't want to tell me with the koala Spirit. It's like lazy, like, no, I'm not saying that, but yeah, you're enough, and you've been asked to take back your power, and a lot of self-love is what I see for you in the next 5 months. Okay, some sort of a truth about a family member will also be revealed to you. Okay, now for some of you, of course, this would be a truth that makes you feel, that's okay, you were just making me feel so nervous. But for most of you, it could be like a truth that you've known since a little girl or a boy, like since your childhood, and you like, I just always knew it. I needed to hear it from this person, or I needed a certain physical affirmation for it to really sink into my heart. Okay, and I feel for most of you, that person will come up and confess it to you. Like, yes, I feel this way, or yes, I did that, or yes, some sort of a confession coming your way from a family member, which just makes you feel more affirmed and more sure of something that your inner child knew all along, and you just wanted to hear it from their mouth. Okay. Your wisdom is clearly increasing in the next 5 months. Okay. You're getting more wiser around. You're getting more strong with discernment. You're getting more clear with who really has your best interest in their heart. Okay. Some of you may be buying, I'm seeing a lot of jewelry for some reason. Some of you may be buying a gold jewelry for someone or yourself. Okay. Again, I say feathers are important. If you've reached all the way till this part of the reading and you're already dealing with something that I've said, or it hit home and I could give you some guidance and clarity, do leave me a feather emoji in the comment section below, and that will tell me that you've picked pile number 3. That tells other people who are with you in this journey, and the point of creating a YouTube is at the end of the day to create a community, that they're not alone, and everything that you as pile number 3 as a collective are feeling or knowing about your situation is true. Okay. Be mindful of insects or insect bites. That's another thing that's coming in. Also, work with your root chakra, pile number 3s, working with the color red, eating food that is red in color, like beetroot or whatever other fruit is red in color, and walking on the grass barefoot, feeling safety. Okay, creating a safe atmosphere around you. If speaking to someone constantly makes you feel threatened or constantly makes you feel uneasy, then maybe it's time to walk away from that relationship. Okay, we're going to move towards, I hope you've left me the feather emoji so far. What is unfolding for pile number 3s for the rest of 2024? What's unfolding for pile number 3s rest of 2024 for career, money, finance? Okay, that just jumped in. I'm not taking reversals for the major arcana, so we'll take this upright, which is temperance. We will take reversals in the other deck if it comes up. Temperance is what your first message is for career, money, finances. Now for relationships, what can pile number 3 expect for career, money, finances? If you've come from pile number 2, I'm getting a lot of reversals here, which we're moving. This pose of one-legged tree pose of yoga was there as well. So if you wanted to see pile number, was that 2 or 1? I think that was 1. So 3 and 1 could be connected. We have a moon for your relationships. Not surprised. There's clearly that eccentric, secret upswing, something hidden around your relationships, which we already saw in your oracle deck. For your health and spirituality, we have strength. Beautiful. Okay, Sagittarius and Leo season could be significant for you. Everything that we're talking about in this reading could play out in those 2 months. Let's get your tarot cards out and we will then start talking. Whoa. There's a reading that I did right before this particular one, which was called Your Blind Spot, or What Are You Not Seeing Yet? Maybe you guys want to watch that, because that actually talks about the same thing about what you're missing out or what you're not noticing. Okay. Pile number 3 is rest of 2024. What can they expect? Pile number 3, rest of 2024. Okay. Rest of 2024 for pile number 3. Looks like this one wants to come out, so we'll take it. Judgment, upright. 5 of Pentacles, upright. Okay, someone's really not healthy in your, okay, I really want to say family or your spouse or your spouse's family, because That energy is so heavy for you, pile number 3s. Okay? This is clearly a family member for most of you. Okay, I don't think it's someone external. It's more like a family member. Okay. What can we expect for the rest of 2024 for pile number 3? Thank you. Okay, rest of 2024 for pile number 3. We have 2 of Wands. Yeah, I think you guys should watch pile 1 as well, because they had certain cards reversed, which you have upright, and 3 of Wands. Wow, love this. Now we're talking. We have Queen of Wands. I'll take that upright. A lot of Wands energy. So fire signs are significant: Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. I feel most of you watching may also have these placements in your birth chart. And we'll take one more card. Rest of 2024, what can we expect? Okay, we have 4 of Swords. Again, rest and that koala spirit is coming up. Okay, 3 of Swords as the underlying energy. Okay, I'm really sorry if it's been a difficult year for you. First of all, pile number 3s. I'm just sending you a virtual hug. I can sense that there's stress. It's been a difficult year. It's not been a la-la land. And you've come a long way when it comes to self-esteem, self-confidence. You've worked upon yourself, and I really want you to take a minute and appreciate yourself. I don't think, unfortunately, you have a lot of people in your life who are very vocal. I'm not saying people don't love you, but maybe you don't have a lot of people who are verbally expressive around your achievements, or celebrating your achievements, or your journey, or who you are as a person. And kudos to you that you have not allowed that to stop you from moving towards your goals. Okay, I love such people. Okay, it's way easier to keep thriving when we have a supportive community or a supportive family. But when we have people who are constantly trying to pull us down or break us down, or constantly give us disappointments and things like, oh, you didn't do this well enough, or they're judging our decisions, it's way harder to be strong. And that's what I see you are. You're very strong, and I really want to give you that hug. Okay, I'm getting emotional around this, but I feel that energy. Okay, so first let's talk about your career. These 3 is amazing. So there's clearly been a struggle. Some of you were very confused as to which career path am I a part of. Some of you may be having financial struggles, and it's been like a loop for a few years for few of you. I do see that. Your ships are coming in, darling. That's the message here with the 3 of Wands. Especially if you're in a business that relates with cross-border, which means like you work with international clients, or you are expecting international orders, or you want to study abroad, or you want to go to another country, or you want those kind of opportunities coming your way. Something is opening up for you. Those ships are coming in for you. Okay, traveling is very strongly signified. So this pile will definitely travel in the next 5 months. I'm sure of it. Yeah, so whatever you've been waiting for, I think after October, the last 2 months will be, or maybe the end of October onwards, is going to be really smooth, and things start opening up for you. Okay, people start recognizing your worth, your value, and I want you to stand strong and sing your own song. Okay, don't let somebody else dim your light. Don't let somebody else say that your success was a fluke, that you had it easy. No, you didn't, and I know that you didn't, and I don't want you to let somebody else take your stage, take your credit. Okay, the card that you have, Temperance, here is 2 things. Number 1, don't temper a lot of people believe that temperance means just balancing, mellowing down. No, temperance is actually not tempering down your truth, your active masculine and your active feminine. This is that twin flame card. Some of you may actually have a workplace romance that is going to thrive, or if you are in a workplace romance, that's a beautiful confirmation. So this is that active Ardhanarishwar, the active feminine and active masculine coming together in divine balance, and not allowing somebody else to dim their fire. It's a fire that they're standing around, right? They're not tempering themselves. They're owning their truth. Okay, some of you, very specific message I know, but maybe getting yourself involved in LGBTQ causes. You may be actually doing something at your workplace as well that is related to diversity, inclusion, something around that, which gets you noticed, which gets you appreciated, which gets you the support of a lot of people. Okay. Temperance also does talk about balancing and transmuting. So if something has been your weakness forever, if you think that being an introvert is your weakness, transforming that into a strength is what is happening for you for your career, money, finances. Okay, this pile should not be overspending, no sugarcoating around it. I think I did cover that in that first part of the reading as well. Save, go with safe ways of putting your money. Even if you want to invest, invest in things that are tried and tested instead of like something more new age or something that has a lot of risk. Okay, an opportunity will resurface for you. Spiritual practices will really help you right now, especially spiritual practices that help you with sleep. So listening to binaural beats before you go to bed, healing music, sleep hypnosis, those kind of treatments will really help you in connecting to your own higher self. Okay, sleep is repeatedly coming up for you, so rest and keeping a good sleep cycle is important. There's a heartache that you've had perhaps in the first half of the year and you're still nursing it, you're still healing. Please don't try to rush your healing. Have faith in your own journey. You've been strong and the journey ahead will need you. I'm not sugarcoating, it will need you to be stronger, right? Because the stronger we get, the more we are leveling up. So of course nothing's going to get easier for any of us, whatever we've experienced. We just know how to handle it better. Correct? Moon in your relationship sector. You don't see the truth of something or someone, or you see the truth, you've intuitively seen the truth of something, but you're in denial of it. If you're still in denial of it, the next 5 months will bring it to the surface. See it, accept it, release it if it needs to be released, own it if it needs to be owned. Sometimes it could be just ourself, which needs to face its own reality. If you are in a third-party relationship, if you didn't know that, and if you've been doubting that, then that third person will get revealed. If you are in a third-party relationship wherein you want to get out of a third-party relationship, that is also going to happen for you, because the moon talks about bringing our fears, our secrets, our psyche to the surface. The Three of Wands always is three people in a relationship. So one of them is getting out. Okay, one of them is done. It could be you, it could be one of the other two people, but whatever is the dynamics there. If you are in a great relationship, there is something that your partner will bring up that they're struggling with. Okay, they may be struggling with something mentally, they may be struggling with something of their past, they may be struggling financially, they may seek out your support, you may have to support them, but something that is not yet revealed to you or you're not yet accepting about your relationship will come out and play itself out in the next 5 months. With the fact that you have Queen of Wands here, clearly you're going to come out victorious nonetheless, but it will of course be, these things are never easy, right? It demands a certain amount of emotional maturity. If it's supporting a partner, then it demands that. If it's letting go of a toxic partner, then it demands that. Whatever is the course, because it's a general reading, it's going to play out differently for each of you. If you're single, you may actually attract a partner while you're traveling, and this partner could be from another geography completely, like another country than where you are, and you may meet them while traveling. This will be almost the last part of the year if you're single, when you come across and you meet this person. Okay, your mother-in-law could be a problem statement for those of you who are married, male or female. She could be one of the reasons why things may not work out very great. So keep her interference to the least, keep her least informed as much as possible, draw healthy boundaries around that relationship. Okay, Strength card in your health is a wonderful card to show up. It literally means that you're gaining strength, okay? Gaining physical strength, having more trust in your self-esteem. If you're somebody who's had struggles with belief, self-belief, speaking your mind, sharing your vision. Two of Wands is literally sharing your vision out with the world. You have the ability to do that. The next 5 months is a wonderful time for health, focusing on your health goals, diet, gym, mental strength, okay? Because you will need it. There's no doubt that this is tricky next 5 months, while of course there are blessings when you navigate through these tricky things, but you will need the strength, you will need the mental resilience. If you are struggling with setting boundaries, the next 5 months, you'll become a ninja at it, pile number 3. That's what I assure you. You're not entering 2025 anymore as somebody who doesn't know how to lock the door out, or get out of a locked door rather, from a toxic thing. Okay, some of you may be, I don't like to sugarcoat, if you're not happy in a marriage, this could be heading towards a divorce. Some of you could literally move towards like you need a timeout, or you need a little space from each other, and you go and literally stay in different countries. Okay, few of you, if that is not where your marriage is, please don't force a message. I'm not trying to make you get scared around it, but if you are there, then that's where this is heading. Okay, your spiritual practices are going to be your savior and your strength. Okay, especially if you are somebody who loves to connect with the energy of fire, you'd really get a lot of energy from it, spirit from it. Okay, both in fact fire and water is showing up here. Okay, be gentle with yourself. I really want you to remember that, pile number 3s. Be gentle with yourself, because you need to be proud of the I literally am hearing the shit that you've sorted. Okay, because you're really sorting a lot of things in your life, and that requires someone to be a true adult. That requires someone to be mature, to be responsible, and you should be proud of that. Okay, every year is not same, so clearly 2024 was hard when it comes to how much you had to deal with, and kudos, you've done a good job. The next 5 months is almost like a wrap up, like they said, conclusions are within reach. With your Moonology card, it's almost like a wrap to everything that you've been working towards. Okay, this could be health goals, this could be again money, this could be somebody who abuses or exploits you for money. Okay, that's another message that's coming in very strong. If you have somebody in your life who keeps asking you for loan or money or financial support or spends irresponsibly, you're going to draw a very firm boundary with them, and it's like once and for all, you're out of that situation. Okay, and that will bring in a lot of, that opens the doors for more financial abundance for you, because again, remember, money is an energy, right? If we allow somebody to exploit it out of us, then obviously more money doesn't come your way, because you're blocking it, you're not respecting it. Okay, so you had Bhairavi Kali show up for you guys, the Yogini Kali, and that again talks about having the power to set your boundaries. Okay, very powerful message, very powerful energy for you, pile number 3s. Beautiful aspect when it comes to your health and recovery, physical strength and stamina. I think I did cover the fact that you are definitely traveling in the next 5 months, and if you do get an opportunity, if you can get to plan it, do it. You need to clear your head, perhaps away from everything and everyone that's currently maybe surrounding you. I want to wrap this by a reminder of being vigilant around the paperwork that you sign, and vigilant around, I don't know, your bank account. That's just repeatedly coming up for you guys. Okay, I hope I gave you clarity. I hope I gave you guidance that should help you navigate through this. I want you guys to leave me a globe emoji in the comment section below that tells me and everybody else who's in this journey that they are not alone and we are a part of a community together. You will find detailed timeless readings if you need more guidance in a playlist called Timeless Readings. I'll put that in the cards section. You may want to go watch it. Like I said, there's a mystery around a certain relationship, so you may want to watch just the reading that I've done before this, which is What Are You Not Seeing? Thank you so much for spending your time with me. My strongest pile is pile number 3, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.